A lot of people struggle with determining the exact moment they need a trust as part of their estate plan. And I think this is a difficult decision because you've got some people that say you don't need a trust until you have a lot of complexity or a lot in assets under your name. And you've got other people that say that everybody should have a trust as part of their estate plan. If I had to boil it down to one factor, I would say if you're somebody that wants continued control over your decision making after you pass or become incapacitated, a trust can be a really great tool to fulfill that need. And I think control takes on a lot of definitions here. If you're somebody who has a spouse or surviving children and you're concerned about how quickly they may spend their inheritance, you can put a trust in place that determines when and how much of those assets they're going to get over a period of time. You can also, to a certain extent, control how much you give to the federal government when you pass through the use of a trust. By writing certain trusts and funding them, you can carve certain assets out of your estate and ultimately mitigate some of the federal estate tax that you might have to pay on wealth that's passed along to your family. I also think for people that do have complex situations, maybe this is somebody who has two different marriages, it's a blended family, children from both families, or if you're someone who has a special needs child, writing a trust can really help you get specific about where you want your assets to go, how the beneficiaries are supposed to be taken care of, and it eliminates the possibility that somebody can come out of the woodwork and argue in court why they should get a portion of your net worth. I do think that not every single person needs a trust. I think of myself when I was in my early 20s after graduating college. I was renting an apartment in the city. I had very few assets in my name, and I had beneficiaries listed on my 401k and my IRA and Roth IRA. So I had some things laid out of how I wanted my assets to be distributed. And for those that weren't listed, maybe they had to go through probate, but they probably would have gone to my family anyways. And it may have been a little more costly or time consuming for them to have to deal with. But it wasn't the end of the world that I didn't have a trust in place for a period of time. And so I just bring that up to say that if you're someone that feels like you should definitely have one in place, you should consider it. There's a lot more cost efficient ways to put trusts in place, a lot of online solutions that you can use to more efficiently, from a cost perspective and time perspective, put one in place. But don't feel like you have to do it tomorrow.